Well, I recently got incredibly humbled. For a long time, I used to always say that I don't like visual novels because they're not really games. I've played a couple of them, Brass Reflection, um, Doki Doki Literature Club, and that one Katawa Shoujo, yeah. Basically, the starter kit to visual novels. And to be honest, they weren't really my thing. It took a long time to get going, and story kind of random and a little bit predictable. But recently I was scrolling through Twitter and I started seeing images from a certain game. I couldn't tell exactly what it was because it was in Japanese and all of the translators that I used were not helping me at all. After doing some research, I was able to finally find out that the game was called... was it Eden's Ritter? Eden's Ritter. But what I was looking at was a mobile game. Come to find out that it's actually a long-running series, or just a series in general. I think it's got maybe 2 or 3 games, maybe more. I really don't know. But the rest of the games in the series are visual novels. And I thought to myself, well, if the game has this good designs, then maybe the visual novel is not going to be all that bad. So I grabbed one of them. This is Eden's Ritter, Paladins of Ecstasy. And let me tell you something, I was not prepared. I mean, just based off of the designs alone, I could tell what type of story this was going to be and exactly what was going to happen in it. So I went in knowing full well what to kind of expect. But I don't know. Visual novels are different. When you have certain types of content in anime, they usually hit you right away, and then it's over. They can leave a lasting impression, but something like this was completely out of left field. The voice acting, the sound effects, and the fact that they were taking their sweet time with everything made everything have so much more impact than a manga or an anime, an audio book or something like that. Every time I thought that, this is the scene, this is where it's gonna start, it would go another 30 or 40 minutes with like nothing. Like it was teasing me. It's like, no, is it gonna happen now? No, you're good. Time passes, here it is. It's gonna happen. Nope. And then when the moment finally comes, it's like, oh, I am nowhere near as mentally prepared for this as I thought I was. And even though it's not fully animated or like visually represented, the sound effects and the voice acting just... I underestimated visual novels. Like, I now understand that they are so much more... I don't even know how to put it. And here's the worst part. The worst part is I was actually skipping through. Like, I was using the skip feature because I wanted to see, if this would make for good content for a stream or a video or something like that. But in order to know that, I'd have to get to one of those parts. So I'm just skimming through, going, when is it going to get to the point? When is it going to get to one of these scenes? And then I get to it and it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been in such a rush to get here, because now that I'm here, I'm having mixed feelings. Me, shaken. To put it into context, every time something like this happens outside of this particular instance, usually with a show or an anime, a movie or something like that, I'd be like, no. I can't let something like this bother me. And I'll go and I'll watch a long-running list of other media that have bothered me in the same way. Kind of like resistance training. yeah, essentially I'm traumatizing myself so that when something new pops up, this sort of thing doesn't happen. And then I went and got this visual novel, and it went and happened anyway. So all of the smack I used to talk about visual novels, yeah, that's gonna stop. You Arrow-gay readers, you visual novel lovers, have one on me. Because the level of production that goes into telling a story that long and that detailed, and being interesting and compelling and leaving a lasting impression is beyond me. I don't think I'm mature enough to handle it. Which is something that I never thought I'd have to openly admit on the internet, but here we are. Have you ever played a hardcore visual novel? If so, what was it called? And without getting into trouble, can you tell me what it was about? I'd love to hear about it. That's gonna do it for me, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video.